One of the things I really began to miss when I started my keto journey was sides with my hamburger, my sausage, and other types of barbecue items. You know, things like coleslaw, macaroni salad, potato salad, different items like that. Well, today I'm going to show you how to make a keto-friendly coleslaw, and I'm going to use a new ingredient that I recently discovered at Trader Joe's called broccoli slaw. This is made out of the stems of the broccoli, you know, the part that we normally throw out. We're going to get into the recipe right after this. Hi, my name is Joe and I am one half of Two Crazy Ketos. Unfortunately, Rachel couldn't be with us today, but I really wanted to share this recipe with you, especially since I'm planning on making it for dinner and I figure we can knock off two birds with one stone. And like I said in the opener, I love things like macaroni salad, coleslaw, potato salad when it comes to eating any kind of barbecue food. I like getting that crunch, that extra mayonnaise, that little something as a side to go along with my burger. Well, today's recipe, I love this. I'm making it all the time, and the thing about it is, it's super easy. You can make it in one bowl. It only takes a few ingredients, and it's really versatile. Now, like I said, we're gonna use broccoli slaw. I really was intrigued by this product, and I'm really beginning to enjoy it. It's loaded with fiber. It's got a lot of vitamins and nutrients in it, but you can absolutely substitute cabbage for the broccoli slaw if you don't have access to the broccoli slaw. So we only need a few ingredients for this. The first thing we're going to need is we're going to need some apple cider vinegar, some mayonnaise. I like to use the Chosen Foods avocado mayonnaise, but you can use any kind of mayonnaise you want. We just choose to try to stay away from some of those different types of fats like canola oil, sunflower oil, stuff like that. You need some Dijon mustard, some salt. You can use pink salt or you can use kosher salt, some celery seed, some ground pepper, some olive oil, or you can use avocado oil. And I'm gonna also add in a little bit of erythritol. This is kind of a side thing. You don't have to add the erythritol, but if you're like me and you like your coleslaw a little sweet, you can absolutely add it in, but if you don't want it sweet, you can omit it. So the first thing we're gonna do is take all of our ingredients other than our broccoli slaw and we're gonna put them into one bowl. So we're gonna start off and we're gonna take our olive oil, or again, you can use avocado oil, and we're gonna put 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Just put everything into one bowl. Then we're going to take our mayonnaise and we're going to use 1/3 cup. Okay. Then we need 1.5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. That's a tablespoon, and instead of dirtying up another one, I'm just going to go about halfway on this one. Then we need a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Now, if you don't have Dijon mustard, you could use regular mustard, you could use some ground mustard. This is really just for a taste. We really like Dijon mustard. Now comes your optional thing. You're going to add in 2 tablespoons of granulated erythritol. And by the way, I love, if you're looking for a good set of measuring spoons, I got these on Amazon. I'll leave a link down in the description, but these things are awesome because they're all magnetic. They stick together and you have 2 sides on each one, so you can kind of use one side and then use the other without having to wash it in between. So that's 2 tablespoons. We're going to put 1 teaspoon of celery seed. We're going to use 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And then we're going to use 1/2 teaspoon of, I'm going to use pink salt, but you can also use kosher salt. And what you're going to do is you're going to whisk this all together. Just go ahead and mix it all up. Try to get everything combined well. And you'll have like a nice thinned out type of mayonnaise. You should see all of your spices get all nice and combined. Now after you have it all combined, just take your broccoli slaw or your cabbage, whatever you choose to use, and just go ahead and dump it in. And you're going to give it a good mix. You want to make sure that you get all of that mayonnaise all mixed in together on it. And again, you can always add a little bit more mayonnaise if you want to have more mayonnaise in it. You can add a little bit more apple cider vinegar. Everything's going to be kind of taste. This is the kind of the ratios that I found that work best with it. And that's it, you're all done. You have a beautiful broccoli slaw. So we'll go ahead, we'll transfer this to my storage container. And you could actually mix this right in your own storage container. You don't have to use a separate bowl. I just find it easier to use my mixing bowl. Look at that, you have just a beautiful broccoli slaw. It's super colorful and it's super flavorful. Let's go ahead and give this a little taste. Wow. I absolutely love this recipe, especially when I use the broccoli slaw for it. It's super crunchy, it's really flavorful, it's very creamy. The apple cider vinegar really pops through, and the erythritol is just enough to give it some sweetness. This is one of my favorite things to eat when it comes to having hamburgers or sausages or any kind of barbecue. Especially because when it comes to me and when I'm cooking, if I'm eating barbecue, sometimes I struggle getting the fat content up. I always try to make sure that I'm eating between 75 to 80% fat in every meal, and sometimes it's hard, especially if you're using like an 80-20 ground beef or an 85-15 type of ground beef. Well, this really helps bring it up because this recipe right here comes out to be 4 servings. And in one serving, it's 190 calories, 18 grams of fat, it's 2 protein, 5 carbohydrates, and 2 fibers. So it's only 3 net carbs. You get that nice side to go along with your barbecue. You get a nice flavor, a nice crunch to go with your hamburger. And the best part is, it's all keto. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button for me. If you try its recipe and you really like it, leave it down in the description. Leave a comment down below. Tell us how you like it. Did you use cabbage, or did you use the broccoli slaw from Trader Joe's? Or did you even make your own broccoli slaw with the stems of your broccoli that you have at home? Hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying what you're seeing on here, and if you hit that little bell next to it, you'll be notified every time we upload a video. Until next time, bye!